dream. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary finies and hellions of all walks of life, and welcome to the finale of Inferno, a guide through hell. That's really hard to say. I'm your DM, Jhevaunte, uh, but I am the least important part of this. I'm going to introduce you all to our just the best cast that is possibly ever to exist. We are going to be minus one player, unfortunately. Alma cannot be here. They are feeling a little sick. Uh, so, an amazing shout out to them. They were super, super important to this whole process. I absolutely adored working with them. And it's not the same without you here, but hopefully you're still going to watch. Um, and let's roll off with our cast for one last time, starting with Isengrim.
My name is Alex Gaillé-Blouin, also known as Foxes with Axes, and I play Isengrim the Saint, and I don't know where I'm gonna end up.
And Weylin.
Hello, Theo. I am Casper the MB Ghost, and I am playing Weylin the Problem, or the Exile, or whatever, and I'm gonna fight a demon.
Thaddaeus.
Alan Grieve, also Shara42 on socials. I play Thaddaeus, a vicar, a cleric, and have a feeling this is gonna go badly. This is gonna be interesting.
And Mercy.
I am Gabby, our critical mix and all the socials. I play Mercy, our resident canon boss wizard, and I think I'm gonna get out of hell by any means necessary, even if that means I make another deal with Vecna.
And where last we left off, Weylin has finally achieved their goal of. Let me rephrase this. Casper has achieved their goal of being able to ride Cerberus.
Into battle, baby!
Weylin is achieving their goal of fighting Beelzebub. And that is where we last left off after sending an arrow into the Lord of Flies. We're going to jump straight into initiative. I'd like everyone in the group to please roll for me initiative.
14 for me.
16.
Did you roll so bad?
19 for Thaddaeus.
23 for Weylin.
Oh my god.
Brand new
Okay.
20.
Monkey boy, don't fuck around. Love my big die.
3, 14. What was yours again, Isengrim?
16.
16. And yours was. Sort. Weylin, you are first.
Sweet. So I shot the fly trap in with the big hunk of burning scourge. I think I'm gonna do that again because last time I checked he was coming straight at me, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
As a thing, as you are loading the Arbalist, you come to realize that this is a little bit heavier than you're typically used to with your bow. You are unfortunately going to make the shot with disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, let's just throw all the things at it. I'm going to sharpshooter this thing too.
All right.
So, yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, I'm gonna just, that'll work. Okay. Don't suck. That's fine. +4. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 does hit.
Sweet.
As this is the Arbalist striking again, I would like for Isengrim, Thaddeus, and Mercy to roll for me a d20 and tell me the result.
20.
Thank you.
11.
9.
Plus 10 because it's sharpshooter.
Yes.
Were we saving against anything in particular, or?
This is not a save. So
Okay.
as you strike once more, the weapon seems to emit this almost piercing wailing cry as you let the arrow loose. And as it hits into Beelzebub, it again bursts with this seeming mix of different energies that coalesce together and then expand outwards. You deal a total of 100 damage, as the total initial strike would have been 50 with all of your rolls together, times 2. Noting, this Aura Blast deals damage equal to the amount of the other player's roll, times 2. As it takes in the wrath of the other characters and sends it out as an attack.
That's cool.
Can I also embrace my sin? I'm gonna do this by spending 2 hope points to entrap a creature in a frozen grasp.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So as this blast ruptures out, there is this almost sound of another chain breaking that you all can hear in the distance. And Beelzebub physically freezes in place. You can see the flies that were constantly buzzing seem to stop moving. Some of them still jittering around, but unable to recoalesce back into their normal state.
Nice. And I get a second attack.
Yes, you do.
And then it's Cerbero's turn.
Yes,
So,
it is.
Yeah. Since this Scourge is doing so damn good, I'm gonna do that again. Actually, no, I'm gonna use Hot Sadness because the Scourge is heavy.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna like switch my bow out and just like take another shot at him.
All right.
Is he considered a fiend?
He is an archdevil. They are not considered fiends. They are higher creatures.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know. So I'm just here to fuck shit up, and 18 plus 9, I'm assuming that hits.
That hits.
Cool. And that's 10 piercing damage, which is sad. But I'm also going to... Wait, I already did it once. Never mind. I don't think I could do it again.
Embrace your sin again. Were you about to say? You cannot. He is still frozen in place. You cannot.
Well, I think I used my bonus action to embrace my sin, so I can't do any other bonus actions.
Correct.
And as far as moving, I'm going to call Cerbero back to me and then use that dog's movement.
All right.
Like,
Switching over.
Just hitch a ride onto Cerbero.
Yeah, as you kind of hook onto Cerbero, one of the larger collars that he wears, it lunges forward, kind of understanding. Oh, we're doing this. Okay.
Yeah, and since that would be Cerbero's movement to get back to me, then I've got to remember where your stat block is, dude.
I believe I sent it to your DMs.
DMs, that would be fantastic.
Let me know if I didn't do that, because I will do that now.
No, you sent it.
Cool.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna multi-attack. Cool. He gets 3 bite attacks and 2 claw attacks. All of them are going to the cluster of frozen bugs.
All right. Make those rolls.
Yeah, I'm gonna just roll all of the attacks to see which one hits.
Yes.
Okay. Just give me all of my d20s. Yeah, that first one misses. That second one misses. That was cocked. That third one misses. Come on. You're a giant freaking dog. Okay, that one's 16 plus French toast. 9.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. And 14 plus 9.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 2 claw attacks hit. The teeth do not. So he's just basically snapping at him just to miss. And it's 9 2 times 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
Okay. As essentially the jaws clamp down onto the body, not to injure, but to hold it still while the paws just to lash out and slam these almost panther-like claws into the body and like rend some of the flies apart.
Nice.
I believe that is both of your things. Thaddaeus, you are up.
Gonna do something he hasn't had to do this entire time here in hell. Going to cast a certain spell called Beacon of Hope. The spell bestows hope and vitality. Basically, the entire party for the duration. It's a concentration spell. And how long does it last? It lasts up to 1 minute. Each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. Basically, he's just buffed the party.
Yep.
Nice.
And
staying at range. And is there any cover whatsoever?
You are still surrounded by essentially this swamp-like environment, so there are trees and fallen logs.
He's going to at least try and find partial cover.
Okay. Yeah, I would say for partial cover, you do find like a small rotted out hollowed log and just...
And that'll do his turn.
All right. And with that being said, Isengrim.
Ooh, wait.
Yes.
Cerberus has a legendary action. Well, 3 legendary actions.
I will say for the sake of this, with you controlling Cerberus, I cannot allow you to do legendaries.
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Darn it.
This is the price you pay for being able to ride the dog.
Fine, I'll take it.
So I'm, without any surprise, I'm gonna go up to the mass of frozen flies and start poking away at it.
Yep.
It's 22. I believe
Hits.
that hits. I'm gonna smite with a 2nd level spell slot.
Do it.
Just mark it.
Your smite damage casts radiant, yeah?
Yep.
Yep, okay.
Amazing. So 7 piercing and 9 radiance. Total of
20.
Does
I got you.
there's a 21 hit.
A 21 just hits.
Okay. Gonna smite again.
All right.
Because I don't believe I'm gonna double check that, but I think I can do it as many times as needed. Yep, when you hit a creature. Okay.
Baldur's Gate tactics. Just fight until it dies.
Exactly. So 7 radiant and 10 piercing.
All right. As these strikes hit, you notice that once more with these creatures, as this radiant damage explodes out of it, it seems to hurt more as this blast shreds apart more of the flies, which some of them starting to wake up from their frozen hell, begin to recombine themselves back into this wolf-like form.
I don't have anything good I can do with a bonus action, so that's going to be my turn.
All right, Mercy.
All right. So, depending on where everyone is on the field, is there any way I can cast Fireball and not hit my companions?
Roll for me a D100. Lower is better.
All right, give me a second. Let's see. That is a 69.
Nice.
There.
Yeah.
Nice. Here's my question. Maybe does Mercy care?
I think she does, because she wants her companions to be in full shape, because they're still not out of the woods yet.
I would say that there is a way for you to do so, however, to angle yourself and to go outside of the realm of I'm not pointing where the thing is. You could aim the fireball, but it will be at disadvantage. Oh no, sorry. So the saving throw will be at advantage for the creature to avoid it.
But he's still frozen, right?
He is still frozen. So Isengrim, your saving throw is going to be at disadvantage to get out of that. If you do manage to get out of it, you will not take any damage, as the fireball will have managed to miss you.
I mean, you could also I have a lot of hit points. You could just
just nail me with it. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna try to go for it, but I'm gonna use the scythe.
Okay.
To cast through it.
Okay.
I might regret this decision.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, dexterity.
14.
Yep, and I'm frozen, which means I make this at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess that 14 is not enough.
No, you just make it if you hit 14.
All right.
So he rolled a natural 1. So he's going to take a lot of points of necrotic.
Yeah, let me add this up real quick. 6, 5, 6.
So what does the site do exactly as a point of interest?
It changes the fire damage to necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if it kills anything with a living soul, that thing cannot be resurrected by any means.
That would have affected you, Isengrim, just a little bit.
Yeah.
That would have.
It's the kind of information I would have liked.
I forgot about
have
that part
beforehand.
It's
details.
It's not crazy. It's 31 points of damage.
Okay. So as
That's
you
fine.
swing the scythe out, there is this green skull that lunges out of the scythe. I'm going to use a slightly real world example. If anyone has ever played Mortal Kombat, Shang Tsung's Skull Blast, it's that shoots out and explodes, sending more of these flies scattering. But as they do, instead of just falling, they seem to vanish and this black smoke that they leave behind begins to congeal back into the scythe.
Oh, fun. That felt good.
As if it is attempting to absorb something.
Yeah, that's my turn. And unless I can tuck somewhere for some half cover or something, but
I will allow you to tuck behind a similar fallen log as Isengrim for half cover.
Perfect.
I have to see how a thing works. It's more of an uh-oh for me, is I have to see how the frozen thing works. This.
Yeah. Forgot I could freeze people, didn't you? Sorry, I
A
didn't
little
consult
bit.
the group about hope points, but I'm fighting a demon, so at this point, I don't care.
Oh, it's just
Hey.
it's restrained. Okay.
Yeah.
We have like 33 left and only like a few hours, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to be spending them all.
Please don't.
No, we're gonna need
Yeah,
some to
no.
get out. Don't spend them all.
I'm
It is-
going to spend as many as I need to kill the demon and fight Lucifer. If it comes to that.
The flies begin to buzz violently, and you see the creature's mouth crackle open, or what is essentially its mouth crackles open, as a series of large beetles, you can see where the throat of this creature would be, gather. This chitinous noise sounds out, and this belch of acid fires from the beetles directly towards Weylin, as it is going to try to make a this acid attack at you.
Cool.
That's an attack roll.
That is a ranged weapon attack roll, yes.
I'm gonna give Beelzebub disadvantage with the protection fighting style.
All right.
Ooh.
Does a 19 hit?
Oh, who, me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Okay. You're going to take 20 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And in an almost I can do this too, as you are struck with this and you move your arm aside, you find that your arm has a little bit difficulty unsticking from you as this acid that drips down hardens into a carapace. You are restrained.
Ooh.
Hang on. I might have a thing. That's the wrong button. No, I don't have a thing. Alright. I see you. How does that affect Cerberus?
It does not affect Cerberus.
Cool.
It's
Okay.
aiming specifically for you. That is going to be what he can do.
So is Weylin considered paralyzed?
Restrained.
Alright.
I was gonna say that we would be, except he's gonna take his legendary action.
What? Legend? Who's got a legendary action?
Beelzebub.
Oh, of course he does.
Makes sense.
He is going to attempt. I need to see the spell. There we go. You. Of course you have that. Why would you not? He is going to. Once more, this jaw opens as you see one of the beetles lift up. Its body becomes coated with the same acid as it seems to fully dissolve into just a pool of that acid, and it's going to send that towards Isengrim as an acid arrow is going to be heading over towards you. So that is going to be oh lordy. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Take 8. 10 points of acid damage,
Okay.
and that is now its turn. Weylin, you are up.
Cool. I want to try and break free of the restraint. Is that like
Okay.
a strength save?
Strength by E. I'm pulling up a lot of things that wasn't. That's stunned, not restrained. What am I doing? You. That would be that'll be a strength save.
Cool. So is that my action? Or
I will say to break free of this would be your action. You could still attempt to make an attack, but you would be at disadvantage.
okay, cool. I'm going to break free because I get 2 actions per turn. So I'm going to break free with my 1 action and then take 1 shot with Hot Sadness because I wouldn't have the strength to switch it over to the Scourge yet.
Yes.
So break free. My strength save is 21, right? Like, I mean, it not. My strength save is a 21.
Yeah.
Do I? Yeah, I break.
Yeah,
out.
you break free as you swing,
yeah.
essentially just swing your arm out, and this calcified acid breaks free of you.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to activate the frozen aura thing that I have around me.
Okay.
And this move is basically I break, like, what I'm trying to do is break my whatever case I'm in, hop off of Cerberus and like land on the dude and like freeze him from the inside while I'm shooting an arrow. Only 1. It's very action movie.
Very action movie. I'm into it.
I'm going full action movie on this one. 19 plus 9, that hits. Right?
That hits.
Okay, cool. And then we're gonna do little baby one because
little baby.
I hate you. 7 points of damage of piercing, and then with my what's her name, Antinora or whoever the heck this chick is, breath. Oh yeah, Antinora's breath. I can use it at an spell slot, enshrouding myself in a freezing aura, and the aura has 20 feet radius. So anyone within 20 feet of me is frozen. Cerberus is going to take that as we're playing fetch now, and is going to swipe at and do all of the attacks at Homeboy again.
All right.
I have to pop you up over here. First bite, 16 plus 9, that makes it.
Yep.
Second bite, I fell off the table. That is a 6. That did not. 12 plus 9?
Just hits.
Okay, cool. You make it. And 2 does not. And what is that? Ah! Oh, well, you were cocked. So, okay, yeah. So, 13.
13 plus 9?
9? Plus
yeah,
9, yeah.
Hits.
Cool. So, 1 bite and 2 swipes. So, that is... 1 bite is 14 points of piercing damage, and 2 swipes would be 18 points of slashing damage.
All right. See parts of the ice and the crystalline bits of him still beginning to fade away now. He still seem pretty alive, but he is hurt.
Cool.
Thaddaeus.
So the necrotic damage definitely looked like it hurt him.
It hurt. It definitely looked like it hurt.
All right. I'm just going to do the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
We got 2 beams plus 6. And Thaddaeus is done.
Yeah.
Wait. If he's frozen in place, is that advantage to hit him?
It is not advantage to hit him if he's frozen in place. You're still having to aim.
Try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you still
I
have
missed.
to,
I whiffed completely.
Yep.
He's done.
Yeah, both shots kind of go wide, and Thaddeus ducked back under.
Wait, does anyone look hurt at all? Of our party?
Weylin got hit.
I took a good chunk of damage.
Weylin was... All right, well, I can do a quick bonus action. It'll be almost nothing, but it's maximum.
Okay.
So let me... I think I have it. Yeah, there it is. So that is plus spellcasting modifier. You get 9 points back.
I'll take
Because
it.
it's automatically maximum healing because of the first spell I cast.
Woohoo.
For restrained, is that the condition he has?
Correct.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Oh, do they? Oh, all right then. You can go ahead and make those shots again.
Okay.
Thought I'd look.
I read the wrong thing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. One came close.
Yeah, I still
A
lie.
dirty 20, but not good enough. If we needed
Oh, well.
21,
Yeah.
20 is the best I got out of 4 die rolls.
Oof. I mean, that's
Yeah.
normally fine until, you come across these things. Isengrim.
So first off, I'm going to use my bonus action to do words on Weylin, and because of my peaceful smile ability, I'm also going to regain. We're both going to regain 12 hit points.
Is that your maximum?
Yep.
Okay, because it's any healing is maximum.
Thanks, friends.
That's the thing. With you using this, normally the sensation is a very calm and soothing one. This time it feels a little different. There's almost this battle-ready sensation, like your muscles clenching back together and then relaxing.
That would make sense. I'm going to attack Beelzebub. I saw a 0, I got excited, but it's just a 10. 19?
Nope.
Oh, but that's advantage though, because
you get
it's still
advantage.
restrained. That definitely hits. It's more than 21.
Yes.
Gonna smite.
Yeah, homie's gonna stay restrained if I have anything to say about it.
Now using a first level spell slot. That's pretty good. So that's 11 piercing damage and also 13 radiant. I'm also going to use my channel divinity to give everyone those 13 as temporary hit points.
Nice.
Very nice.
That strike.
Inferno Paladin
hurts a
has
lot.
terrible spells, but great features.
Yeah, as this strike again hits, there is a much larger burst of the radiant energy. Again, they kind of seem to be expecting this from these creatures, but it's still surprising that there's this level of damage that seems to be taken from this thing.
And that's all I can do.
All right. Mercy.
All right. Seeing Thaddaeus miss with Eldritch Blast.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I forgot to roll my second attack. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
no,
ahead.
do that.
It's that's
You get 2 rolls.
yes. So it's 27.
Yeah, it hits.
And do I? Yeah, I'm gonna burn another spell slot. Why not? That's 8 radiant and 9 piercing.
Oh, well, my voice cracked there.
Hitting puberty at the awkwardest times.
I know, right? Huh. All right, now Mercy.
All right. Seeing Thaddaeus do Eldritch Blast and just woofing it, she's gonna try to shoot a couple rays. But again, she's gonna whip this scythe out and go through that because it's kind of fun. Feels good.
Mhm.
All right, perfect. The first one is a 22
Hits.
to hit, and the second one is a 23.
Hits.
Thank goodness for that advantage. All right. And that's going to be, what is math? Oh my gosh. That is going to be 14 points of damage.
As these, again, these almost sickly green motes of energy fire out from the scythe, strike into the shoulders. the insects that fall away vanish into black smoke that again enters into the scythe. It is Beelzebub's turn. Still restrained, but that does not prevent him from trying to strike. You are a little bit too far for him to reach, but Isengrim isn't. He is going to attempt to... Okay. He's going to attempt to bite Isengrim to see if he can do something else. And I believe I have to
wait.
I roll this at disadvantage. That is a dirty 20.
Okay.
So you are going to take... I'm going to just roll that. $21 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to attempt to swallow you.
Sorry, dirty thought.
I would like for you to make me a strength saving throw.
Yes. You did say 21 points of damage?
Yes.
Abysmal. That's 11.
You find yourself being enwrapped by a bunch of buzzing insects as you are swallowed.
This is like a muffled, like...
You are currently restrained and blinded. But you have total cover against all attacks and other effects outside of Beelzebub. He's not going to take his legendary. Weylin, your go.
Okay, how close am I to this guy?
You were not close enough to be in melee range. You are within, I would probably say, around 25 to 30 feet.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot him with my Hodge. He's still pretty, like, restrained and frozen, right?
He's still restrained because he's not restrained until he is only unrestrained when your turn ends.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to shoot him with Scourge because, sorry, Isengrim. I figure you're safe in there. I'm gonna shoot him with Scourge, and then I'll say what I'm gonna do afterwards. After
You
I
get
shoot
advantage on the roll.
Stay on the table. Okay, so that's 17 plus 9. That hits.
Hits. All right, you all know the drill. Everyone roll for me the d20s.
It's a 7.
Another 11.
You're muted, Mercy.
I got a 5.
Be angrier. He just ate Isengrim.
She's selling us out. Why would she have any rage towards anything trying to kill us? I mean, come on.
I'm mostly directing that toward Isengrim because he just got eaten and he's pulled up with like a 7.
When there's that many flies and things, you kind of have to reach a Zen state.
That's fair. That many creepy crawlies on me.
Trying to secrete as much vitamin B12 as I possibly can right now.
As the strike hits, again, there is this explosion of power as it strikes. You can for a moment see Isengrim wrapped in what seem to be beetles and ants that are trying to get into the armor.
Gross.
Before the flies recover the area.
I would like to expend a point to freeze him up again.
Yep.
Or 2 hope points, and then I'm rolling. I rolled my second attack with advantage. I'm still
Mhm.
using Scourge. I got a natural 20, which gave me a 29.
All right, that's going to hit. Everyone roll for B damage. Actually, no, you don't, because it's maximized crits. So, yeah, no, everyone roll damage anyway. You are going to. How do you want to do this? Because
Uh,
you have exceeded. You're going to exceed this by like 100. So,
cool. I this is great. I
I'm,
actually didn't think I thought someone else was gonna get the kill shot.
I'm a
I
little sad.
was like,
I know exactly what Mercy was doing, which is why I'm like, oh,
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm real sad.
So I'm going to with this second arrow. I have a flashback of the last person I bountied, and like instead of pinning that person to a tree like I would initially intended, my arrow was off and murked them to a tree. So which kind of led to my exile. And so I see the reason why my country turned their back on me, and that's all I'm seeing right now. I'm not seeing Isengrim. I'm not in hell. I am not fighting Beelzebub. I am reliving that moment. As I loose the arrow and it screams and explodes and frees Isengrim from the clutches of grossness.
as
Uh,
So
Beelzebub's body
magnanimous.
shimmers and breaks apart, the insects dropping to the ground. Isengrim, you do find yourself, you fall, not enough to hurt yourself, like to be hurt and taking actual damage, but you do fall and land directly on your back. The insects that were covering you, dead, still on the armor.
I'm just like, I'm gonna start taking them off like meticulously, one after the other. Like I'm not getting up so long as there still is one of these things on me. Gonna take however long it takes, just plucking dead bugs out of my chainmail.
Would you like to know what would have happened had your turn come around?
Yes.
So,
How would I be
Beelzebub,
digested?
Beelzebub's ability with Swallow is that when the player's turn comes around that is swallowed, they will take at the average dice roll for the damage of this was 60 points of acid damage.
About right.
makes
As
up
you
for
would have-
making you fight Medusa, doesn't it?
As you would have then been spat out directly afterwards, alive or dead.
Oh, very dead.
You would have been
Quite
dead. But you do find yourself the victor. Beelzebub's essence gone. And there is this sense of trepidatious calm that seems to resound through hell. As if an act has been done that was meticulously planned.
If I kill an archdemon, do I have the
Do you
option?
become the demon?
Do I not become the demon? Do I take up their mantle, or do I have that option?
You not for this. Not
Okay.
for the only person that would know about that aspect, I believe, would have been Vecnut speaking to Mercy.
Okay.
And
Oh,
even
yeah.
then, it was specifically to the head tortured of hell.
That is fine. So I'm standing there with this huge bow like weighing me down, and like Weylin feels nothing. No different, no nothing. Like Cerberus comes back and is like trying to be like, hey, we want to play. And
Yeah,
I
it gives
just,
this little playful lick.
like I pat all three of the heads and like whistle the tune for him to go to return back to his duties. I turn back to the party, um, and just like shrug and walk through them, like ready to go.
Do we need Cerbero to help?
As before Cerbero seems to take part to head back to the bridge, you see him look to the group. He lets out this semi-mournful bark as this gate reopens and begins to make his way back towards the bridge of Gluttony.
I walk through the yeah, I walk through the portal like without a mission, just basically like one of the shades we saw on the beach when we first got here. Floating to the destination.
Yeah, I'll follow to the next portal. I'll also have my little mage hand up and on Instagram, just like help swipe off some
Like,
bugs. Look, here,
yeah,
here, I got you.
realizing that
There's
there's
prestidigitation. I can't even say it. But you
I
won't
never-
do that. But you'll use the
I
mage
never
hand.
learned
That's
that
more fun.
cantrip. I
You
just
can
felt like
accidentally slap him around a couple of
it's so
times.
typical. It's just it's out of fashion at my school. Okay.
So I guess we're heading back through the portal, huh?
Might as well take a shortcut.
That'll work.
As you all step back through the portal, and once more that familiar ice and cold seeps back into the skin and bones of you all. The plains of Cocytus fully open. Eurydice still strumming against the I believe it was a sitar that I had her using. She stops for a moment and looks up at the group. Are you ready?
I think so.
A couple of us may need to rest up a bit,
Yeah,
but
that might be,
otherwise, yes.
We can rest
might be
here.
a good thing.
I don't mind resting here if we need to. She gestures to the front of her, and as she strums again, there's a small campfire that seems to light that provides very little comfort in the cold, but just enough, it seems.
Weylin, still pretty like off to the rest of the group. Sorry, my cat's doing something, I can't see it. So I don't trust it. So Weylin is standing away from the fire. He seems to be a lot more comfortable in the cold than the rest of you. And he just is like he's keeping watch, but there doesn't seem to be anything like really registering when you look at him.
I think I'd like to go see Weylin. Just sit next to them, like presumably like covered in awful like mosquito bites, just a full completely like misshapen, like a
You ever get bit by red ants or fire ants?
yes.
It's like that. Yeah.
Mm. It feels not like it should, right?
Your response is the heaviest of sighs.
I have a question for you. You want to get out of here?
He turns to you and signs, whether I want to or not, I deserve to be here. And I will end up here regardless.
I mean, we all do. We all found ourselves in this place for a reason, but maybe, just maybe, this is a wake-up call. Certainly is one for me.
Didn't you sell your soul to not one but two devils down here?
Oh, I sold my soul to a devil and then to something else. I don't know exactly what she is. I don't think she's a devil. But I mean, having to make a deal with something in order to get some semblance of assurance that things are going to be better, to me doesn't sound like a sin. And I really shouldn't be saying that. But I think people should be coming here for a good reason. Not just because they broke a rule, but because they actually did harm. And are committed to keep doing that.
Like I said, I deserve to be here.
Why, though?
Because hunting is the only thing I'm good at, and I don't care what my prize is.
Do you think you might be able to start caring?
Weylin looks back at Alma, who is very upset with me because I didn't let her pet the pet Cerberus before we left. And kind of just considers. Doesn't answer, just considers.
I could give you a whole long lecture, but I think the best way to summarize it is I like the person I am in here better than the person I was out there. And I think that might mean something in terms of the future. Anyway, I don't want to take up more of your time. Have a good brew. All right, gets up, go back to the fire.
Weylin, Weylin just signs. Well, like he's in like a response. He signs to Isengrim's back. He's like, "I am the same person that I was out there that I am in here."
I stop. You really sure? Keep going.
And then Weylin questions how we had a conversation because you are blind and I am mute.
I can see movements in a circle around me, so you can sign at my back. I'm gonna see it.
Okay, cool.
I think as they're talking, I'm giving Thaddaeus like unsolicited advice of how to cast Eldritch Blast better. Like, I don't know how holy magic works, but I mean, your technique is just a little off. Okay, it's a little bit more of a swish here, less flick. It's definitely gonna help your aim. Just widen your stance a little bit.
Fair is not exactly my normal style, but it seemed appropriate in this setting. Yes, I do admit I'm learning. I'm learning.
It's a little more forceful than you think.
There is this final strum from Eurydice as this is happening, and she looks very nervously out at the plains of Cocytus to the massive moving statue at its center. That's where we're heading.
That?
The path out is there.
What is it?
What is he?
Oh.
The first denizen of this place, the most tortured, and, in a sense, the final gate. Through him, you all get your lives back, and I potentially get to leave this place.
How literal is your use of through?
As far as I've heard, the way out is where he stands, essentially.
Weylin, raises up Scourge and Hod's sadness and is like, but Hod's away. Loads the bolt for Scourge, is ready.
She looks around, seems to notice something in the air, and gets a little more. It's kind of like nervous in her body language. Just, something doesn't seem fully right, but I think it's just nerves.
Can I look around to see?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Hunty boy, do the hunty thing. I hate math. 21? Yeah.
You see, sort of ethereally hanging in the air, these massive chains that appear to be broken that descend down towards where the statue was.
I'm signal the the religious people in the group. Mostly Isengrim because still don't like Thaddaeus. Point it. Eyes up. Which seems insensitive, but still.
Give me a religion check.
Could a history check work too?
For this, unfortunately, no. This is much more steeped in mythology, essentially, for you.
Can I have can I have Eurydice describe it to me? Because I'm not going to be able to see it. It's more than
yeah. Oh yeah. She does try to explain that there's these ethereal chains that appear to be broken in the air.
Nat 20.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just say what you see. In some of your studies, including in a very specific book that probably in your time you knew about, maybe read, but was not included in the Bible when you had when it was reprinted, but also in a few other descriptions, that Lucifer is chained to hell. A series of chains that weigh him down, that prevent his broken wings from flight and from his body from ascending. These chains appear to all be broken.
Lucifero is free.
But he's still standing there? Can we see him?
Yep. It is very hard to not see him. He is the massive statue at the center of Cocytus.
Doesn't make any sense.
Why would he stay?
We know why war was gathering forces.
Oh.
If Lucifero is free, he will bring war.
Every time you mention war, I look at my bow and I'm like,
You see Eurydice like tilt her head a little bit in confusion. Just that doesn't make sense. The chains being broken, I mean.
No, but they are.
Who could break such a thing? This is to Eurydice.
Hey, Weylin, as a gentle reminder.
what?
You recall breaking a series of chains and also the sound of chains breaking when you activated your ability.
Oh shit.
Yes, I do remember saving Eurydice. What's your point?
Oops.
In the meanwhile, as you see Eurydice sort of rise and brush some of the remnants of frost from her clothing, suppose we'll have to find out. It is not like the Prince of Lies to not have something to say.
Trudge forward, shall we? Is everyone ready?
Yeah. Or did anyone need to take... Have we considered this a long rest?
This will be considered a long rest.
Oh.
And it only needs to be 4 hours here, so which is nice.
While we're walking...
Yes.
We're walking.
Just trying to plan a little bit. Could anyone use a little extra help? As in, I remembered a spell called Haste.
Yeah, for someone who you see the frozen, like you guys are walking at like a normal speed, which I'm pretty sure is like 30 feet, right? I am walking at half that. Like in this frozen tundra, I seem comfortable, but I am slowly meandering as you guys are just chilling.
Okay.
Weylin,
I know
why
you
are
don't like
you
magic.
sauntering?
Do you cast haste?
I'll wait until we hit our goal because it lasts a minute.
Cool.
But I just want to make sure you're willing because I know you don't like magic.
It's fine. I'm taking up the rear, watching everyone's back, essentially, with my bow at the ready.
As everyone continues to move, you find yourselves passing by figures frozen, some of them partially buried in the frozen ocean that is Cocytus. Others you can see only their heads up. And Weylin, as you pass by a few of these figures, you see their faces shift into recognizable forms. Prior hunts, prior targets, prior comrades from your initial band, until you decided that a solo operation was much more preferable. Each one's gaze fixated on you accusingly. And with each of their hands outstretched, you and you alone see silver coins falling from their open fingers.
I brush by them with with seeming with seeming disregard, especially like the former hunts and what the former targets. I'm like, it's just you moving on.
As you attempt to brush by one, your cloak snags. And as you pull it free, the frozen figure that held onto it. This is the judge. The one that issued the order of exile. The one that put you into the situation that you are in now. Thaddaeus, you also recognize this figure. You worked very closely with this figure. This was the judge that had a part to play with the noble who Alma's husband stole from.
Okay. It kind of makes a full picture now.
Weylin's face now becomes a little bit more familiar to you as you're like, oh, they're the one.
And Thaddeus is actually saying this. I'm getting the feeling us being here was planned. Very fact that he was the judge in the trials that I worked and Isengrim guarded and you bountied for and Alma's husband sacrificed too. He's the centerpiece.
Yeah, as you say, he's the centerpiece. I'm gonna take out my hand axe and cleave him in his skull.
Your axe embeds into the ice. It slices through. His eyes follow you as his head hits the ground. You cannot kill these denizens.
I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to shatter him because he touched me and put me down here. I did not consent to that, so yeah.
There is a low rumbling laugh as the statue's full body turns to face you all. The three heads of Lucifero all looking down. Two of them still busy gorging themselves on the bodies of Brutus and Judas, respectively.
Mage armor.
I replace well, I basically I see the head looking at me. I raise my hand axe to point to him, acknowledging him before putting it away. And then keep moving forward.
You all hear this echoing boom of a voice. I'm truly impressed you've made it this far. Genuinely. It took Dante Alighieri having the sway of forces beyond his comprehension to make it to me. It took the son of the greatest enemy, sundering my hall of endless torture, to bring others out of this place. But you all, through determination and guile, have made your way to me. With a bit of help, of course. Truly, I am impressed. What then do you all endeavor to do now? I am not going to pretend like I'm not privy to the machinations that have laid within each of you. There are a myriad of ways that you all can find yourselves out of this place, but to what end? With one of yours help, unwitting or not, the true final battle will begin. You all can
Your
live.
chains are already broken. I think that's probably the act you just referred to.
Yeah, I look over at Thaddaeus and try and cast the blame on him without saying anything.
Ignore, ignore, ignore.
Where you have ended up in your respective lands, if you even manage to make it through me, you will find yourselves back in where you resided, where you traveled, where you journeyed. You can continue to live your insignificant human lives all that you'd like until you meet an end, however you've deemed fit you have. And millennia will pass. And one way or the other, the battle commences. Your names, some disregarded, removed from all records. Footnotes in the history of the greatest crime that the one above all committed. With this all being said, do you truly intend to leave this place?
If we're just footnotes, why does it matter to you? Just let us through.
Footnotes as you are living embodiments of the greatest mistake the one above all ever committed. For that I find unforgivable. Though you all are bemused.
Which mistake are you referring to?
You
again here have always talked in riddles, and I have never appreciated it.
Anxiety-ridden apes, condemned to lives of misery and misfortune, held to higher esteem than the perfect beings, his first children?
Really tells you something about those first children, doesn't it?
If you truly understood your place on Earth in comparison to paradise or here, you would side with me in a heartbeat.
No, I don't think we would. At least not all of us.
So be it.
So what role do you have here?
Well, now?
What changes for you? Now you are free.
I plan accordingly. Gather the forces that have been committed to me. Recoup some of the strength that I still lack, that you all also kindly restored to me. There are a few other aspects of myself that still roam through these places. You refer to them as archdevils. I simply need to gather the ones that you all missed, reconstitute my full being, and do with my destiny as it will.
I have a question for you. Was this your plan? Did you bring us here so we could brave all these dangers and become such glowing footnotes?
I would love to take pride in the idea that I had planned all of this out. However, I am unfortunately sad to say that some of these were not my plans. Though this was a happy coincidence.
All right. I feel better then. Thank you. You have actually given me more hope. Oddly, I know, but you have.
And how
So
would
thank
that
you.
be?
Because I honestly feared walking up, seeing you, seeing the chains broken, recognizing you, that we were all here by your design. And the fact that this is just an odd coincidence. Maybe we are here by God's design and not yours. Maybe you are just another footnote.
There is a loud beat of what you notice are these upside down and inside out wings that flap back and forth as if that was the mode of irritation for him. You are
It's a thought.
partially correct. I wouldn't call of this his plan. More so one of his other perfect children's plans. One of my siblings' ideas.
So be it.
Eurydice seems to look between the group, eyes the rod.
The rock.
The
Dick.
angelic rod.
Did that.
The one I'm holding?
Or a different one.
Are you holding the angelic rod?
I have the angelic rod.
Yes, eyes that.
It's okay, I'm eyeing her.
Yep. There are several paths lying before you. Of course, there is the easy path for me, which is you all attempt to do what you had done with the other lesser versions of me. Fight. See what occurs. Struggle
We
enough,
actually
perhaps.
haven't fought everyone.
You're right, you haven't. I'm honestly impressed by that.
We don't have to fight you. You can just let us go.
Why would I?
Well, the best way to
As an
celebrate one's
experiment.
freedom is to celebrate with others, isn't it? How about setting us free as you are yourself? Don't you want to just get up, walk around, dance? We'll just be out of your way.
You have a lot of hope that I could manage to do that.
It's the one reason we made it down here.
Eurydice seems to get a thought and looks back to the angelic rod like, this is where I will now say, you all have several choices lined up before you, including one that was hinted at.
I'm sure we've missed.
How many hope points do you all have?
31.
How many did Weylin just spend?
31. You all
Four. I only
Four, yeah.
spent 4.
Only 4? Then yeah, I think
Okay.
it's 31.
Not bad.
I'm going. This is going to be a very, very interesting thing that I am going to do. Because I'm going to give a slight shout out to somebody as we are doing this. But for being our tech guru, hey, Nathan, do you have a D100 on you real quick?
Oh,
I would like for you to roll for me a D100. For this group, lower is better.
Rolls another 69.
Let's go 69.
In theater, we call that the God mic, when
Mhm.
the disembodied voice
Mhm.
comes out over everything.
Which is appropriate.
Oof.
Sorry,
So I
not
would have
sorry.
done. It's all good. I
Accidentally
would
on
have done the
purpose.
Mass Effect thing of telling you all the option that is there. However, I will have to have you all figure what that is for yourself. But for the rest of the group, some of you all have your deals in place.
Yeah.
I have no deals.
Yeah, except for Thaddeus.
Yeah, except for
and
Thaddeus.
Kind of isn't grim.
La-di-da.
Alma, I don't think Alma has any deals.
Yeah, Alma and Thaddeus, and I think Isengrim at this point, you've made your deals already.
So, yeah, it's just me and Mercy. Cool.
Mhm.
I'm pulling up the rear. I see Eurydice keep eyeballing the rod.
Yes.
I'm gonna send you a message
Hey.
real quick.
Okay.
Is there any chance any of us noticed Eurydice's eyeing the rod?
Give me a perception.
That
Actually,
actually-
give me a, yeah, perception. Perception is fine.
Would mine be with advantage because I've been like kind of
Yes.
watching her anyways?
Yeah, because you've been watching.
I
her.
naturally have advantage.
That one.
Yeah, you ain't
That
scared.
perception.
Nothing.
Plus 8, 23.
18. Hang on, what's my perception? 18. I add nothing to that.
Persuasion or perception's one thing Thaddeus is good at. Persuasion's one thing better.
You see her. You do see her looking towards the rod, and you see that as she's looking at it, there is this like thoughts going through her head as she keeps strumming, as if she's trying to have a specific tune come to mind.
Do I recognize any of the tunes that she's strumming?
They don't have names, but these tunes are meant to evoke hope.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure she wasn't summoning a beast or portal or whatever, because you can do that with music down here.
Mhm.
I have my bow at the ready, and I'm like generally like eyeing everyone to see if anybody is like feeling froggy at this point.
I'm going to do a roll for Alma
Okay.
to see if she notices something. Because how specific that she has been doing a thing. Her spirit blesses us. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Alma also notices. And she moves to Thaddeus. Do you remember that fallen angel down here?
Yes.
Would that
The first one
work?
we encountered.
Would that same thing work for him?
Giving him hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's worth a try.
Maybe that's what the rod's for.
Also,
It's from the angels, right? So it's his siblings.
Is there any? Well, Mercy has the rod. We need to explain this to Mercy.
And as soon as you say that, we're going to go ahead and take our 10-minute break. Get drinks, get refreshments, do what you need to do. We'll be back in 10.
Cool.
welcome back. And to make things in this very tense situation interesting, I would like for the group to roll me a d20. I would like the group to not tell the results out loud. I want you to send the results to me in a direct message.
Just a base D20.
Just a base d20.
Okay.
Sent it via Discord.
Thank you.
Sent.
Okay.
Sent via chat, Zoom chat.
How? With just a d20?
Oh, just base?
Just a base. Just a base.
Okay, well then, my bad. I rolled a D100 and thought that would work.
Divide by 5.
There you go.
Weylin,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
If I'm seeing Alma talk to Thaddaeus and I can't really hear them. I'm seeing Eurydice like making keep plucking annoyingly on that stupid ukulele thing. And staring at Mercy, and then Isengrim is basically saying fuck you to the devil. Like something deep in me kind of just snaps, and I'm gonna yeah, I'm committing. I'm gonna shoot
See.
Eurydice just to stop her noise.
All
See, and
right.
just as a player, I find this interesting because Weylin has already stated they don't want to leave. So why are they now trying to follow through with their deal? What? That's just me thinking out loud.
Reaction.
But yeah, do I roll to attack?
I'm going to have you roll for an attack.
Okay.
I'm going to also have you do a second roll directly after it.
Cool.
Because if anyone would like to react, give me a dexterity check.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know if I have a reaction.
While you guys do
4.
that, I'm gonna do some math. Just because I'm terrible at math.
You know what? It's going to
Dexterity.
hit her regardless. I would like you to just make me a roll.
Oh, okay. I'll just tell you what I got then. In chat, because not everybody needs to know.
Yeah.
Do you want me to also respond in chat my reaction?
Yes,
hopefully?
please. Yes, please.
So I don't have an actual reaction, but can I, like, if I get it, do a reaction with like shooting off something of my own?
Yes.
Okay. Just clarifying. Okay. Might not be enough.
Hey, Mercy, what's your reaction?
Seeing her go for or say not seeing her, seeing Weylin go for an attack. I can't have that. I'm gonna shoot off a shatter towards Eurydice.
Is this a contest for who can kill Eurydice the fastest?
It is now.
Through the side.
Through the side.
And Isengrim has left the building.
I don't know if someone else killing her will help me, so I don't want to risk it.
Isengrim, do you have a thing you like to do?
I mean, so I rolled 4 on my dex. I wanted to like react and maybe try to block, like using protection to give disadvantage to Weylin, but that's useless.
I will give you, because the Shatter has a chance of not outright killing Eurydice,
It's a Constitution saving throw.
because it's a Constitution save. But that arrow, if it hits, will kill. I will say, go ahead and give that protection for the
Actually-
disadvantage roll.
Actually,
Yes.
would it be at all possible for me to push Eurydice out of the way?
Pusher.
And you take the arrow.
You will. I will say that if you do this, the only way that I can say that she will be safe is if you take the attacks.
Yeah.
Mine's a 10-foot radius sphere.
I will say you will at least get her out of the way of the arrow.
Can I don't know, can I make an athletics roll to toss her out of the way?
Sure, I will give you that.
Thank you.
Yeeting her out of the way.
It's a natural 20.
Oh shit.
You manage to push Eurydice out of the way of the Shatter and the arrow. That arrow is a 19 plus 9, so that's going to hit.
I used Scourge too, because that's the one that was in my hand.
So everyone roll for me the d20s. There's a chance you survive, Isengrim.
There
I'm
is.
Now, does
Sorry.
Isengrim roll damage against himself?
It is the combined rage of the other characters, no matter, even if it's against yourself.
I rolled a 6. I'm not that mad at myself today.
Yeah. I got a 10.
15.
Thaddaeus is pissed.
I know.
No, it just...
Okay. Do you live through 62 points of damage?
No, my HP is 60.
What?
Your HP is 60?
Yeah.
How can it be 60?
I don't have a great
level 8?
constitution. Maybe did I miss one? Hold up, I'm gonna do some maths. But
Yeah, do some math there real
Yeah,
quick.
we're level 8. I feel
mean-
like you should be. Because I have
I'm a
54.
cleric. I've
My
got
HP
75.
My HP is 60.
You're not wearing armor.
That's true.
It is a ranger's health and a paladin's. A ranger is just like a step up from a warlock. It's like I can live.
Rude.
I can live
I mean,
through
I'd
it.
expect Paladin to be up around 100.
no, I rolled very poorly on my rolls. I had to take the average.
that hurt.
But I think if I had
Do
rolled
it.
a 5 every time, it would be 66.
I will allow you to have the 66 so that you're not downed immediately. I will allow this.
All right.
The shatter, however, is also going to happen. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 14 Constitution saving throw.
Your constitution's great, right?
It's how much?
14.
14.
No, I don't beat it.
7. 13 points of
Yeah, now he's down.
necrotic damage.
Oh, necrotic damage. Now he's
Impaled
down.
and then just.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
wait.
get struck with this arrow that explodes at your side, and then your armor starts to crinkle in on itself as you fall unconscious. I forgot to roll for Alma for her thing. Okay. I will say that that Mercy, you did also take your attempted action, I believe.
Yeah.
Do I get 2 attacks or just 1?
You would just get the 1 for this. This is
Okay,
not as an
cool.
initiative.
Okay, cool.
Thaddeus,
Yes.
would you like to take your action? What do you want to do?
I can actually do a full action.
It is in a sense, would you like to do the thing that you believe will hopefully get you all out of here? Alma looking terrified.
I'm not sure how, I mean, if I was a rogue, yeah, it would be easy.
Here's a
But
question. Are you going to attempt to do what Alma asked?
yes.
Then Alma is going to take her action in conjunction with this.
I can use Mage Hand.
Keep that in your pocket. Alma is going to dash across the ice and attempt to grab the angelic rod from Mercy.
I will Death Ward her then.
Okay. Mercy, are you doing anything to prevent that from happening?
And
Yes.
Okay. Because this is not as combat, this is cinematic and cyclical, so
I can just cast a spell then.
I would say I will allow you to cast a spell.
I'm gonna cast Resilient Sphere on myself.
Tell me what Resilient Sphere does.
A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object. Nothing, no physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out, though the creature in the sphere can breathe there. The sphere is immune to all damage. And the person or creature inside person can't be damaged, attacks, or effects originating from the outside.
Alma strikes into the sphere and looks to Mercy pleadingly. We can all get out.
Okay, well, explain yourself first instead of running at me.
The angelic rod.
When I see
while this is happening, can I heal Isengrim?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
probably a good idea.
while I see Alma dashing towards Mercy, can I take a shot at her?
At Alma?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Everything is on fire.
Yes.
We were a nice, cohesive party up until we arrived here. Now everything is going to shit.
I cannot believe.
Is Lucifer just watching and like laughing at us? Being
Lucifer
ridiculous?
is loving this.
Yeah, 16 plus 9.
That is going to hit Alma. And once more.
26 to Isengrim.
26. Okay, so Isengrim, you are back up. Alma has Death Ward. I forgot.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone go ahead and give me the roll. She's going to remain alive with 1 hit point irregardless.
That's a 19.
Oh my god.
13.
It was a 20 and then it rolled over. It's only a 5.
Good.
Oh god, okay. I'm not gonna calculate out that damage because she would have died.
It bounced.
As the arrow hits and bursts, there is, because of how the Resilient Sphere works, Mercy, you just see a almost horror movie-esque splash of blood across the shield as Alma looks back towards Weylin with shock and betrayal in her eyes.
Yeah, what she sees back is what her husband would have seen when um I was hunting him.
And the last person whose reaction is there, Eurydice is going to attempt to do something. She has a single solitary spell that she's going to try to utilize.
Hey.
Is it called help?
Divine intervention.
It is
Cry for
quite
help.
genuinely, she's going to attempt to use divine intervention.
Oh.
Incredible.
I need my D100. Ever there was a time where low roll.
You rolled a 69, didn't you?
I didn't.
100.
I actually, for the first time in this entire session, there's a low roll. She got an 11.
Ooh.
Yay!
As Eurydice takes hold of the sitar, looks up to Thoniler, Lucifero, and whispers a plea. There is a thunderous crack as her instrument shatters. As this happens, Eurydice, Alma, I'm going to see how this is going to go. Eurydice starts to fade away. Her form becoming more and more transparent. As she gives her last bits of hope to the person who almost sacrificed himself to save her. Isengrim, you currently have the party's full hope points restored to 40. And have a capability of enacting what Eurydice had attempted to do with the angelic rod and herself, as Eurydice fades out of existence. You could sacrifice every hope point to potentially give the first of the fallen angels the one thing he has never had in hell. Hope.
Now, the tenets of the saint include faith, hope, and charity. I don't know if there's anything more charitable that I could be doing right now. So yeah, I am going to do that.
As you feel this light ebb from you, and Lucifero's laughter starts to fade, he looks to his hands, to the broken chains, and to the group in front of him.
You see, Dawnbringer, this is why we were the favorites. This is the reason. Can you feel that? Fuck, Weylin. Ow.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna be shooting at him again. He got me in my hunt.
Weylin, as you go to shoot, Lucifero's hand moves in front of the arrow, taking the impact of the shot. And an opening lies before the group. He is no longer guarding the passage out.
Thaddeus over, grabbing Alma, motioning to Isengrim, let's go. Let those two fight. Let's go.
Where's Eurydice?
She is faded. You can no longer see her. You can no longer feel her. Mercy, you hear from the book. There was an... Oh well. There's always more ways to gain power. Take the opportunity to leave while we can.
I'm on it. I'm gonna drop my spear, cast invisibility, and sprint.
I'm gonna take whatever buckshots I can at people running away.
All right.
Hold up. I need to dig up something.
Like, in order of importance for me, it would be Isengrim's protected by Lucifero, Alma, Thaddaeus, then Mercy.
So I just had a look at the stat block that you sent me for the Infernal Minotaur because I still have the horn.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to jam the horn on my head.
Okay. As you do, and take on the form and might of the Infernal Minotaur, standing as a literal bulwark against Weylin.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
I would say, Thaddeus, are you staying behind to help, or are you heading directly towards the thing with Alma?
Well, I can do two things at once. I can move and cast spells.
Yes.
I mean, I'm actually looking at my spell list now.
I'm gonna roll a d4. This is going to, and I would like everyone to roll me initiative.
Just to be clear, my intention is not to fight.
Okay. If your intention is not to fight, then we're going to continue this cinematically. But I'm going to roll a d4, and this will determine how many turns it will take. Turns, I use this quote loosely, to get to the exit. That would not make sense. Okay, that's better.
But you want us to roll initiative anyway? Or are we doing it cinematic?
We're going to do a cinematic. And I'm just going to go...
This works.
Essentially from person that's enacting combat down. So, Weylin?
Hi.
Would you like to take your shot?
So since we're doing this cinematically, I only get one attack per action. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Well, I'm using Scourge. I rolled a nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah. And
you're aiming this at, I'm assuming, Isengrim?
Yeah, he's the
big in the way.
He's the big boy in my way, so, and I never got to hunt a minotaur, so this will be fun.
All right, I like the same thing from. Nope, it's a nat 20, so that means it's maximized crit.
I'm so glad I used that horn.
Yep, as you drop out of the form, because I believe. Well, actually, how much HP does that form have?
333 HP.
You remain in the form as you are essentially half hit from the explosion of the arrow. and it does push you back a bit, but you remain standing as the arrow bursts. Isengrim, your action if you're going to take any.
What I want to do is run towards Weylin, grab him, and then take off towards the exit with him.
Oh,
What?
give me a. I'm assuming Weylin, you're going to fight back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Both of you.
Hold on. In
go
conjunction
ahead.
with this, Thaddaeus is casting suggestion on Weylin. It's a wisdom save, DC 16.
Oh wait, I have advantage against being charmed. Is that what suggestion
It's not a
is?
charm.
Not a charm spell. So,
Alright.
all right, give you that wisdom save first.
Oh, come on, dice. Let me go out as evil as I came in. Yeah, that's 19 plus 3.
Yeah. All right, give you
Well,
the.
that didn't work.
All right, Isengrim, this is a grapple check technically, so give me an athletics roll from you and either an athletics or acrobatics from Waylon.
That was
Acrobatics.
26.
26? Jesus.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, the Minotaur has like 28 strength.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20 and my acrobatics is a +7.
Wow.
You reach
What a time to roll nat 20.
and Waylon just shoots backwards. I'm going to go with Alma here, who is going to still in the grasp of Thaddaeus, but is just going to continue to try to move. Mercy.
Trying to get her towards the portal.
Yep. Mercy.
Yeah. How close are we in terms of like Thaddaeus and Alma and I?
You have three turns. As far as how close between Thaddaeus, Alma, and you, because it's going to be an equal measure, I'd probably say you're probably within like melee,
Okay.
like a 5-foot radius.
I'm gonna just keep running and hold a
Okay.
spell for right before I step through the portal.
Okay.
Just a
You are all now 2 turns away. Waylon,
Yes,
what would you like to do? Or are you going to shoot the Minotaur?
of course.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
It
Why'd
came
I bother?
charging at me.
This is clearly his fault.
Yeah, okay, so...
It's coming right for us.
19 plus 9?
Yeah, it's gonna hit. Go ahead. Y'all do the d20.
Not as good as the 20. I would have liked to take you out with only 2 arrows.
That's 9 for me.
Well, at least you don't have any more hope points to do extra skills.
But I've got bonus actions, baby.
I need the rolls from Thaddaeus and Mercy.
Rolls?
The d20.
What rolls?
They shot with Scourge.
Oh.
I've been shooting with
Sorry.
Scourge.
Yeah.
Question: how many hit points? How much damage did I take?
You took
How do you-
120 damage.
Roll is 17.
13.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Rolled a lot of 13s.
I keep rolling higher and higher as this season goes along.
Angie.
Like, if I die, there's no hope left. Literally.
Not from that weapon. Unless
Ignite.
War wants to step in and save her prize.
You take 90 points.
Why would War want to step in and save a prize when she could just upgrade to me? No
Yeah,
offense.
that's not... No.
What is your bonus here?
Oh, I can do a bonus action? Yeah, so I'm going to enact the spell Ensnaring Strike, which is a strength save of 14.
You
Could have done Hail of
bastard.
Thorns, but oh well.
Go ahead and make the save. You're still the Minotaur. You have the chance of making that save.
Yeah, it's just a strength save of 14.
Okay.
Thanks.
I might not make it. So I rolled a 3. There's a +8 bonus, but yeah, that's hold up.
Do
No,
you
the
have
strength saving
advantage or
throw is
anything?
+14. Specifically the strength saving throw is +14, so I'm good. I'm at
Yes.
17.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
I was
the
about to
Minotaur
say.
is hyper powerful. So yep, you do manage to save out of that. Isengrim.
Does he get hit with like the 1d6 piercing effect?
Oh yeah,
or-
you're
okay.
gonna get hit with the piercing effect. You're just not ensnared.
Cool. 5 points of piercing damage. Every little bit helps.
Right.
Okay.
And
All right.
Isengrim, you are up.
We have 2 turns left, right?
You have 2 turns before the others are through the portal.
I want to try again. I have to try again.
Go ahead and give me that.
I'm actually. Can I speak at all?
Yes, the Inferno Minotaur is able to speak.
I'm just gonna like, Weylin, please. Oh no! Oh no! 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 That's terrible. That's 15. I rolled a 7.
Ugh.
Yeah, I like this is a contested grapple thing again.
Yeah, there's a chance Weylin rolls in that one.
Yeah, you're funny. I got an 18 + 7.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just
So-
gonna piggyback over him. Whee!
Just
Do you want to do any movement, or do you gonna try again?
fuck it. I'm gonna make one last attempt, and then I have to go.
I will say for that last step, it will be the next go around.
Okay, good.
And
Thank
then
you.
you have to run. Thaddeus,
I'm. How far away would you say we are from Weylin?
Weylin has been backstepping away from the Minotaur, so 20 feet.
So I'll again still trying to get Alma closer to the portal. We're still within range. I will try suggestion one more time.
All right. So it's a wisdom save.
16.
Beat a 16. Beat a 16. Come on, little dice. Beat a 16. Natural 20.
You evil bitch.
It's my new dice. I got it for Christmas. The
All
Christmas
right.
spirit is strong with me.
No, just the rest of his effort is trying to get Alma to the portal.
Yep, and Alma's going to also continue. Mercy.
I'm going to attempt to cast one more resilient sphere on Isengrim before I'm out of range
Ooh.
Okay.
and yell at him to run.
Oh, okay, so it's not static. It follows me.
You can move with it.
Okay, then. For a second, I thought you were gonna try and trap me here.
No, you can run. You can move inside the sphere, and it's the same movement.
Spear wraps around Isengrim. It has the front of it, you see this singular eye open at the front like a shield. Back to Weylin.
I will point out I'm visible now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is a side note.
And they are how far away is everybody from me?
About
Like
20 feet.
feet?
Mhm.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the Breath of the Wild Lady move. Antinora's breath, so
Antinora's
everyone within
breath.
20 feet. Yeah, or it's stuck in like a freezing aura. That's all I got. I don't know what that says. And then since I can't shoot at the, because I saw what the shield
Mhm.
did before. I'm going to take a shot at Mercy because she's in the way of my hunt.
Yeah.
All right.
Already full of regret.
17 plus 9
That's good to hit.
Yeah, that's a heavy.
with Scourge because I
This
don't
is
have
the
time to change.
there is
weapons.
there is the chance you live through this if everyone rolls low.
Everyone roll low.
Hey,
7.
Hey!
yep, that's a 2.
Ah!
Hey,
Okay.
That's also a 2, Alma.
everybody likes you.
Hey, I did a nice thing for once, okay?
You take 22 points of damage.
Oh,
Karma
that's
is
great.
real in hell.
I'm still up. I'm still up. That's great.
Isengrim?
Yeah, well, I have no choice. I can't do anything outside of that sphere, so I'm gonna have to go.
I would say because everyone was a single turn away, you charge through and you pass through the portal. Thaddeus?
He's going to try suggest. I'm again trying to get Alma to the portal, so he's got one more. Well, actually, yeah, I have one more spell slot to try suggestion on Weylin because and just to see what happens. He's got to try and save who he can. So he's going to try suggestion again.
And the save on that is what?
16.
I got a 16.
That'll do it.
Beats
Then
it, beats it.
Yep. Then just go through the portal.
Alma will look back with this incredibly hurt expression before almost staggering and falling back into the portal. Mercy, you are the last one.
Through the scythe, I'm gonna chuck a fireball back. Towards
There you go.
There we go.
That's how you
Just-
do it.
Just
Hey.
one last hurrah. It's a dexterity 14 saving throw.
Oh, okay. I can make this in my sleep though.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah. Waylon, yeah.
Dexterity save. I got a 17 on the die plus 7.
All right.
So-
You're gonna
Half
take
damage. It's not that much. 6 plus. Oh, math. Hang on. Plus 5. Plus 4. It's 25 points of damage halved. So there's a little bloop of
Well,
necrotic damage.
And I'm assuming Mercy will then pass through the portal.
Yes.
As everyone passes through the portal, I'm gonna turn my bow onto the devil, Lucifera.
Lucifero will hold a hand up.
What up, bruh?
You want to hunt, right? One worthy?
I'm going to risk one of my risking my speed since I'm already gonna be here forever. And actually say it is all I'm good at. It was all I was made for.
Then the apocalypse will serve you well, champion. As the light breaks upon a forest is familiar in its shadow, but unfamiliar in the sunlight peeking through it. Alma awakens first, finding herself having apparently fallen asleep in the midst of the forest itself, surrounded by this series of ruins. As she rises, she can hear the sound of a cart being drawn by horses and carriage. She moves towards the noise, trying to figure out why she knows she should feel sore, should feel pain, but the only sensation she has in her body and her mind is this sense of betrayal that she can't quite place. As she finds her way out of the forest and at the sight of a familiar cabin, her 2 children playing out in the small garden that she has made. Isengrim, where do you find yourself awakening from your long journey?
I too was in a forest. I had stepped away from camp to go clear my head in the woods. Maybe like just outside of like where my troops are kept.
You hear the sound of the brush breaking and snapping as a equally armored but seemingly a little younger than you soldier kind of steps forward. Sorry, you were gone for a bit and we set out to look for you.
Yes. So we've received word. We're to stand down. This has been enough. And you're all to head back. I'll make for Rome and deal with whatever is dealt to me.
He gives a awkward, almost partial salute, a little bit confused by this statement, but willing to accept the orders given. And turns to leave.
I'm gonna follow. I have things to pack up.
Thaddaeus, where do you find yourself awakening?
Realistically, probably in his chambers. Or are we all in a forest somewhere?
You would have begun your journey in a forest. Where is this
Okay.
forest near to you?
Then yeah, it would have been probably just a nearby. Not overly far away.
You can hear
From town.
a small chattering of people loudly speaking to one another. It seems like a bunch of children as well, kind of running through the forest playing. This. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, it's nice seeing children be children. Does he have his memories of his journey?
He does.
Okay.
Mercy. You find yourself awakening, but not in the forest you initially had believed yourself to be at. You find yourself in a place enshrouded by dead trees, ash littering the ground around you. You see in the distance a well-constructed, almost beautiful castle-like structure. As the book begins to float forward and lays on the ground, the pages turning. We have a lot of work to do. And it will be wise for you to have a better place to do so.
Well, I have no intention of ever going back to that place. So, let's get to work.
My demi-plane is at your disposal. Do with it as you see fit.
Why am I like the bad guy, but she gets like the super villain ending?
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Oh, you think I was done? I grew up on old school Marvel movies and shit. I wasn't done yet. I have 2 parts of this epilogue to go through.
Okay.
So, Weylin, you
Yay.
find yourself still within the realms of Cocytus, but in a cavern of sorts. Several massive giants, seemingly still encased in ice, bringing hammers down on forges of cold steel. Behind you stands not the malformed statue, but rather a being that you recognize as disturbingly beautiful. Wings of this tapestry-like quality, long blonde hair, the true form of Lucifero, the Morning Star, as he gestures to the items being forged. When the time comes and the apocalypse draws, I will need you to go on, we will refer to it as a very extravagant hunt. There will be those that attempt to go against us, both mortal and immortal alike. But your targets will be my siblings. I wish for you to bring me the crowned heads of each of my father's archangels.
Weylin doesn't say anything. Yeah, he doesn't say anything to keep what little speed he has left, because he's like pretty much his lower body is frozen right now. And basically does the Azula smile at the end of season 1 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
And as the chapter closes on Inferno's story, for the audience, for the future, certain names will ring out among the apocalypse and beyond. In the beyond, in a realm much closer to our own fantasies, in a demi-plane created by one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, necromancer, a new lich of sorts forges their own path to triumph, holding within their grasp still the scythe of death itself. When the apocalypse comes, 4 names will ring out as integral to the salvation, destruction, and hope of humanity. In the apocalypse, a single human city shall remain. This city will be the bastion of hope for the remainder of humanity going against both heaven and hell. This city has a patron saint. A saint that had deigned to save the lives of others because the saint believed that this place could make them better. And so, in a place of worship in a land that no longer values it, there are those of the apocalypse who pray not to a god, not to a devil, but to Saint Thaddaeus. On the outskirts of the apocalypse and the great plains of these ruinous lands, there are those who take the fight directly to the enemy. Those whose talents lie in 2 facets: that of their connection to others and of their association with animals. For them, they carry a single mark, a gem-like signet upon their bodies. These figures are known as Alma. Humanity holds soldiers to high regard in the apocalypse, and none in no higher regard than those of the shield and spear. Soldiers who, though they themselves do not know the reason for the armor of their leader, know of the name of this armor that it carries. It is a twin-made armor. Each side a different face reflected on the helm. The leader carries the name of the originator of this group and has since the beginning of the apocalypse. The leader of this group, the Order of the Shield and Spear, is and always will be referred to as the Isengrim. And finally, a name that is still feared in the apocalypse. The result of the devastation of a third of humanity and the bane of angels. Not a demon, something greater. Not an angel, something far worse. The pure hunter, a new archdemon, riding upon the back of an ink-black dragon, is the Frostborn Weylin. And as this chapter closes, I want to thank each and every single one of you for joining us all on the adventure through Inferno. And I cannot wait to meet you all again, wherever we may be, when we guide you all through Apocalypse. I would like for everyone to say their final goodbyes to the audience on this stream. We'll start with Weylin.
Osio, I am Casper, the MV Ghost, and I told you I was playing Weylin, who is a problem. But now he's a Frostbone problem, and who needs legs when you can ride a freaking dragon? Anyway, you can find me at Casper DANB Ghost, literally everywhere except for on Twitter, where it's just DNB Ghost. I have an itch, I have a Ko-Fi, all the things. And yeah, this has been a blast. I want to make it clear I did not intentionally go out to be like, oh, hey, I'm going to fuck everybody over at the end. But, you know, it's how the dice rolls. This is like, I loved playing with everyone, and I cannot wait to hunt down some angels. Yo, I got a title and everything. Let's go.
Mercy.
Hey, I'm Mercy, or you can find me on all the socials at Critical Mix. And I just want to say this was such a blast. I wrote at the very beginning in our session 0 notes to Jhevaunte that I wanted her, if she survived, to become a lich, and she did. She's also the big bad evil guy in my home campaign, so she will live on.
Thaddaeus.
Alan Grieve, Shower 42. Yeah, this was an absolute blast. Had a lot of fun with it. Saint Thaddaeus, hey, that's not so bad for the character at all. Because I kind of envision him going back and trying to change the direction things were going, trying to prepare for what is coming. So it kind of works out. But no, this is awesome. Had a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone.
Last but not least, Isengrim. You are muted.
Alex Gagne I played Isengrim, and you can find me at Foxes with Axes literally everywhere. This has been amazing. This has been wonderful. I'm so glad I tried for this, and I'm so glad to have played with all of you who are wonderful and generous and amazing, and thank you so much. Also a special shout out to Nox, who couldn't be here. It would not have been the same without any of you. And I hope that we see everyone in chat right now for the apocalypse, whenever that comes.
And my name is Jhevaunte. I've been your DM for this adventure. Um, I want to give a thank you to Initiative Order for letting me do this. It is very this has been an incredible thing, and the fact that I was able to do this on this channel and being able to take part in something like that has been awesome. Like you said, there is no way that this story could have happened without all of you. Um, I want to thank my cast as well for this. Also, thank you, Nate, our tech guru, for fixing everything up. Also, thank you, Bree, for intros. Thank you, everybody in the background, for creating the environment of Inferno. Um, as far as where you'll find more of this stuff, you can follow me on my social media where I will be posting some more updates as things go in. I'm not sure exactly where Apocalypse is going to happen, but you all will be the first to know when I also know what it is, where it is going to occur. Um, that all being said, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary finies and hellions alike. Love you all, and have a good night.